Lieutenant-Colonel Evrard Somda, a well-known figure in Burkina Faso, was abducted on Sunday, January 14, from his residence by unidentified gunmen. The gendarmerie's former chief of staff was apprehended following a well-planned operation in which the attackers surrounded his home and sealed off the neighborhood. The incident was revealed by those close to Lieutenant-Colonel Somda and has caused grave concerns about the security situation in Burkina Faso, a country that is struggling with political unrest and extremist violence. The facts surrounding this well-publicized kidnapping are still unknown, and it is still unclear who the kidnappers are and why they did it. As of yet, no extremist organization or other entity has taken ownership of the kidnapping. Lieutenant-Colonel Evrard Somda was replaced by authorities as the head of the armed police force after a foiled coup attempt last year. He is the man said to have betrayed Ibrahim Traore. He was believed to have been a conspirator in the attempted coup alongside 3 other suspects who have been arraigned: Warrant Officer Mindit Malekde Kapare, Sergeant Breeze Ismail Ramde, and former Corporal Sanida. These officers had previously been convicted in a plot against the state in 2015. Evrard Somda served as the head of the gendarmerie from February 2022. Lieutenant Colonel Paul-Henri Damiba had appointed him, but Captain Traore dismissed Damiba in September 2022. Somda, an infantry officer from the Georges Namono Military Academy in Pale, had previously commanded the Special Legion of the National Gendarmerie, the Special Intervention Unit of the Gendarmerie, and the Mobile Group. Lieutenant Colonel Evrard Somda was replaced as head of the National Gendarmerie by Lieutenant Colonel Kawagiri Natama. Now, Lieutenant Colonel Somda is at the center of a violent and politically charged story that is developing. His dismissal and subsequent abduction have raised questions about possible connections to Burkina Faso's more general political and security environment. The specifics of the kidnapping have not yet been confirmed by the local authorities or released in an official statement. Bear in mind that this is happening after Burkina Faso's opposition leader, Ablass Ouedraogo, was declared missing after he was reportedly taken away from his house by people who said they were police officers. This happened in December, and a month later, a similar thing has happened to Somda. As the leader of the opposition group La Faso Outremain, the 70-year-old Ouedraogo has been critical of the military dictatorship that seized power in the nation in a coup in September 2022. According to reports, the Burkina Faso military conscripted Ouedraogo at the beginning of November, intending to send him to the front lines to help in the fight against terrorism in the nation where a jihadist insurgency has raged for years. What is going on in Burkina Faso? The abduction of Somda occurs amid Burkina Faso's already volatile political environment. The country's ruling military government has demanded respect for the nation's decisions and accused jihadist organizations of attacking civilians in the country's north. It has also questioned the commitment of the Economic Community of West African States Commission. Lieutenant Colonel Somda's disappearance has only helped to exacerbate these tensions and highlight the difficulties the country's security system faces. Some people believe that this is karma at its peak. They believe that this is happening to Somda as a result of what he wanted to do to Ibrahim Traore. But is this the case? Others believe that it is Ibrahim Traore who is behind all this. He is trying to set an example for those who feel like they can go away with an attempted coup. However, Burkina Faso has faced jihadist violence attributed to armed movements affiliated with Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State group since 2015. Over 20,000 people have perished as a result of this violence, and over 2 million people have been internally displaced. Somda might have been abducted by these groups as well, to give more information about the military government. It's important to note that kidnapping incidents in Burkina Faso have not only targeted foreigners, but also the local population. For example, armed assailants kidnapped about 50 women in northern Burkina Faso in January 2023, while they were foraging for food in a region under a blockade by extremist groups. However, it's unclear whether the kidnapping of Somda is directly linked to these extremist groups. As of now, there is no publicly available information regarding specific demands for ransom or ongoing negotiations for the release of Lieutenant-Colonel Evrard Somda. The security situation in Burkina Faso has deteriorated in recent years, with a significant increase in kidnappings and violence. In response to the recent ECOWAS Commission statement expressing concern about the deterioration of the security situation in Burkina Faso, the transition government has firmly addressed the issues raised. The government expressed shock at what it considers to be a biased assessment of the security situation and highlighted the indisputable accomplishments made by Burkina troops in regaining national territory, as well as the continued fight against terrorist organizations. It asserts that the ECOWAS Commission's viewpoint is biased despite these achievements. The arrest of prominent members of politics and civil society, as well as an alleged illegal and arbitrary requisition procedure that stifled free speech, were among the repressive measures alleged by the ECOWAS Commission against the transition authorities. The government of Burkina Faso vigorously disputes these accusations, stating that it follows the law in combating terrorism. The administration emphasizes how committed it is to tackling important humanitarian and security issues. They went further to say that if the ECOWAS Commission was sincere about backing Burkina Faso's endeavors, then it must concur with their strategy. In most cases, the future of a country that has undergone a coup is uncertain. However, Captain Ibrahim Traore is certainly on the watch, and his regime is focused on bringing the restoration that Burkina Faso has been yearning for, not just before his regime, but since the very time the colonial powers stepped onto African soil. In a candid question and answer session at the University of Ouagadougou, Ibrahim Traore delved into his strategic vision for Burkina Faso. He spoke of the bold move to reduce the number of political parties, his goal to reclaim the nation's sovereignty, empowering education and elections. We have a video on our channel that talks more about this. A link to the video has been attached in the description. Make sure you watch it. Who do you think abducted Lieutenant-Colonel Evrard Somda? Do you think Traore has a hand in this? Or the terrorist groups are the ones behind this? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the New Tourist channel. Turn on notifications too so you get notified whenever we upload videos like this. Thanks for watching and see you in our next video.